Hello, I'm Peter Bergman. This is my official YouTube channel. I'll be updating you with the latest news, so please subscribe to my channel.
Welcome back to the channel, my absolute favorite drama connoisseurs. It is a beautiful day to dive headfirst into the wildest, most unhinged daytime television updates that keep us all completely glued to our screens. Grab your biggest iced coffee and get comfortable, because we have a mountain of absolute madness to unpack today, and I am so ready to get into it. My jaw is literally on the floor right now. I cannot even begin to process the absolute magnitude of what just went down, and I am legit shaking as I sit here recording this, because my brain is essentially a buffering wheel of pure, unadulterated chaos. Besties, we need to hold a literal intervention right now, because the writers have officially chosen violence, and I am spiraling into a dimension I didn't even know existed. We need to talk about the absolute nuclear bomb that just detonated in Genoa City, and I am talking about the moment Billy Abbott, yes, the Boy Scout of chaos himself, decided to look Adam Newman dead in the eyes and casually drop the fact that Sally Spectra is pregnant. I am screaming. I am literally vibrating with so much adrenaline, because this is the kind of high stakes, piping hot tea that we have been begging for since the Stone Age, and they finally delivered it in the most toxic, messy way possible. Then we have to talk about the sheer unbridled explosion that followed this revelation. When I tell you that Adam absolutely lost his mind, I mean, he went full-blown apocalyptic Newman mode, and I was entirely here for it. You could literally see the exact millisecond his soul left his body and was replaced by pure, unfiltered rage. The veins popping out of his forehead, the way his voice cracked as he tried to process the impossible information. Cinema. Pure, unadulterated cinema. Adam didn't just get mad. He completely short-circuited. He was throwing things, pacing like a caged lion, and screaming at Billy with a level of vitriol that low-key had me worried for Billy's actual physical safety. Adam's reaction was a masterclass in suppressed trauma bubbling to the surface, and honestly, can we blame him? No cap. Finding out the love of your life is carrying a child and hearing it from your absolute worst enemy is the kind of psychological warfare that would make anyone spontaneously combust. Yet, we really need to dissect the sheer audacity of Billy Abbott in this scenario. Of all the people in the entire state of Wisconsin, Billy's the one to deliver this news. Billy, the smugness radiating off that man was so thick you could cut it with a literal chainsaw. He stood there, practically basking in Adam's emotional destruction, and it was high-key, infuriating, but also incredibly compelling television. Is it just me, or did they completely fumble the bag on this one by not having Sally tell him herself? Actually, no, wait, I take that back. I am completely obsessed with the fact that Billy did it, because it adds 50 layers of toxic history to the mix. Billy and Adam have a rivalry that is practically etched into the bedrock of Genoa City. The Delia trauma, the corporate backstabbing, the constant, endless need to one-up each other. This wasn't just Billy passing along a message. This was Billy twisting a jagged knife into Adam's most vulnerable weak spot, and he knew exactly what he was doing. Then we have to picture the exact visceral setting of this monumental clash. Imagine the sterile corporate air of the office, completely freezing as Adam's furious voice echoes off the walls. Billy, standing there with that signature, infuriating smirk, casually adjusting his cuffs while dropping a bomb that shatters Adam's entire reality. It is the stark contrast between Billy's nonchalance and Adam's raw, unhinged agony that makes this scene an absolute masterpiece. I am literally replaying the confrontation in my head on a loop, because the sheer disrespect of Billy using an unborn child as a pawn in their endless corporate and personal war is both despicable and incredibly gripping. Mainly, my heart is just bleeding for Adam when you factor in the devastating history he shares with Sally. Hot take, but I am actually ascending just thinking about the psychological weight of this pregnancy. We all remember the absolute agony of losing baby Ava. That storyline completely shattered my soul, and I am still not over it. Adam and Sally went through the darkest, most agonizing grief imaginable, and it fundamentally broke them. So, For Adam to find out that Sally is pregnant again, and to have that sacred, terrifying, fragile news weaponized by Billy Abbott, IT is sick and twisted, and I cannot look away. Adam's explosion wasn't just anger, it was pure paralyzing terror. He is terrified of losing another child, terrified of failing Sally again, and terrified that he is completely out of the loop in his own chaotic life. Wait, I'm literally yapping right now, going down a total rabbit hole about their past trauma when we need to focus on the immediate fallout. Let's get back to the actual tea. Where on earth does Adam go from here? Because you know he is not just going to sit in his office and practice deep breathing exercises. He is going to scorch the earth. I can already see him marching over to Sally's suite, kicking the door off its hinges and demanding answers. But at the same time, I low-key think he might just break down in tears the second he sees her. That is the beauty of Adam Newman. He oscillates between a ruthless corporate warlord and a deeply broken man who just wants to be loved. The emotional whiplash is real, and I am fully strapped in for the ride. Totally. We also have to hold Sally accountable in this mess, even though I will stand my problematic red-headed queen until the end of time. How did Billy find out before Adam? Did she confide in the wrong person? Did Billy overhear something he shouldn't have? The messy web of communication in this town is legit baffling. Sally is an independent powerhouse who clawed her way up from nothing, and she hates when men try to control her narrative. So the fact that Billy hijacked this massive life event is a huge red flag that is going to send shockwaves through her own storyline. When Sally finds out that Billy weaponized her pregnancy to score cheap points against Adam, she is going to unleash a level of Spectre fury that Genoa City is completely unprepared for. I need to know her headspace right now. Is she scared? Is she hiding it because she doesn't want to trigger Adam's grief over Ava? The layers to this storyline are practically infinite, and I am devouring every single crumb the writers are dropping. And honestly, part of me is furious at the writers, but then I realize this is exactly the kind of soapy, dramatic excellence that made me obsessed with this franchise in the first place. I mean, I hate that Adam is in pain, but I also love seeing him pushed to his absolute limits because that is when he shines the brightest. He is a chaotic, messy, deeply flawed protagonist, and this pregnancy reveal is the ultimate catalyst for his next era. Will this push him closer to the dark side, or will it force him to finally heal and step up as the father he is meant to be? I am literally shaking just thinking about the possibilities. Besties, if you aren't screaming at your televisions right now, I don't even know what to tell you. This is peak daytime drama. We have legacy feuds, secret pregnancies, explosive confrontations, and enough emotional baggage to fill a literal cargo plane. I need Adam to pull himself together, confront Sally with the love and support she deserves, and then absolutely obliterate Billy Abbott in the boardroom as payback. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, gets away with messing with my problematic faves like that. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because I need to trauma dump this entire experience with my ride or die squad who actually gets the vision. Let me know if you think Adam is going to spiral or step up. And until next time, stay messy.
Thank you for watching my video. I will be updating regularly with the latest news, so please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me.